Good almost afternoon. I had a really good morning. That's why I'm so late coming to you all. And I was going to talk about a couple of other things, but it seems that people are really interested in the over 60, limited income, and um, how to get along with dealing with all of these things. And I'm told that, yeah, there are those that are over 60, they're not living on a limited income. They can do what they want, when they want, how they want, and I praise God for them. But there are also those out there that are like me. Um, I live on a limited income. Let me stop hesitating. I live on a limited income. I get income once a month. Um, I pay all of my own bills. I don't have Tom paying my light bill, Dick paying my gas bill, and Harry paying my rent. I do it all on my own. Um, Along with that, from what I'm understanding from people that I've talked to, um, it messes with them because unlike those that are, I'm not going to say well to do, but those that are making it very well, that don't need to know how to make homemade scrape face scrubs and stuff like that, it's affecting them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about mental illness really quick, or quickly, I don't know. Um, when you hear about someone being mentally ill, you think of someone going talking to themselves or hitting at things that aren't there. That's a form of mental illness. As a matter of fact, that's a couple of forms of mental illness. Um, but I just want to talk on a subject that to show you a few different mental illnesses. Now you have depression, and everybody knows depression is when you're sad, but keep in mind you can cover that up very well. Another depression is when you can't get out of bed. You don't see that all of the time because lots of us live alone. When the personal hygiene is gone out of the room, door, house, and neighborhood, um, I'm going to speak on my personal self. Until recently, when I started doing these videos, believe it or not, I would only shower every other day. And that would sometimes it went longer than that. Now, one way you can tell that I'm depressed, my house is out of order. And I suffer with OCD. OCD is something that you suffer from. It's also a sign of mental illness. Another sign with me is I couldn't stand to be in crowds anymore. And I was a party girl. I used to love a nightclub. I love concerts and stuff like that. I couldn't stand being in a crowd. Even in going to church, I sat on the very back row because I couldn't stand anybody being on either side of me, in front of me, and in the back of me. If I sat on the back row and somebody came and sat beside me, I got up and went home. That's mental illness, and we deal with it every day. Another part of mental illness is, believe it or not so much you call it mental illness, but as a result, loneliness. So I'm going to say to you today, be the positive measure in somebody's day. If you know someone that's at home by themselves all of the time, maybe they moved to a state where they have no family, stop by and say hello, or call them and ask if it's okay if you stop by and say hello. Um, write a note. Write a note and stick it on your neighbor's door, under your neighbor's door. Give them a telephone call. And if you can afford it, send them flowers. Send them an edible arrangement. Just let someone know that you care. Even if you do something as simple as have groceries sent to their house. Do something to make someone else feel better while on this earth. I'm not going to say a whole lot more right now. I do want to say this. COVID is real. The Delta variants with an S are real. Wear your mask. Be mindful of being in crowds. I'm fully vaccinated, but I also know that of a couple of people that have been fully vaccinated and they got the COVID variant. So be careful out there. And we will talk about that a little later. Later on, I found a lip recipe because as you can see right here, and I peeled it and peeled it, I put stuff on it, but I found an exfoliant for your lips, homemade. So I am going to come back later on and do that. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. Help someone else, even if it's as simple as praying someone else or just reaching out to someone else. But in the meantime, enjoy yourself. Do something to make yourself happy today. And remember that is ready, set, 60, and we're done.